Infinite blessings and love. Namaste, namaskaram. This is Om Oracle Tarot, and this is Virgo's mid-month soul path check-in for mid-December to the end of December 2022. Now, I have to say that these are general readings and may not resonate with everyone. If they don't, that's all right. There's plenty of other great YouTube tarot readers that you can check out. Also want to send a big sense of gratitude and thank you out to all those who have liked, shared, subscribed, and donated. It really does mean so much. And again, thank you so much. If you'd like to get in contact with me, you can do so in the comments below the video. You can also get in contact with me at the Om Oracle Tarot Instagram page, of which there's only one. And the link for that is below in the description of this video. And if any of this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, as it is really most appreciated, and I appreciate all of you. I also want to remind everybody to check your other placements, your sun, moon, and rising signs, as it can help give you a broader picture of what may be going on. You can also check out the beginning of the month readings that I offer here. You can also check out the full moon and the new moon readings that I also offer here at Om Oracle Tarot. All right, without any further ado, please give us a message for what is on Virgo's soul path for mid-December to the end of December 2022. 3 cards, please. I only take uprights and I only take jumpers from the deck. And while there may be moments of silence, while I may be shuffling the cards, do pay attention to anything you see in your mind's eye. You might hear a sound, song lyrics, or a word. You might smell something that reminds you of something, or a strong emotion may bubble up, as this is all your intuition playing a role in this reading. As we are not together in the physical, I am connecting to your energy, so your energy is very much a part of this reading. And in a lot of ways, it's in these moments of silence that the deeper aspect of the reading takes place within yourself. So do pay attention to those. All right, thank you. All right. We have the 3 of Cups, the Knight of Wands, the World card, and the Queen of Cups. And at the bottom, we have the King of Wands here. So it does appear that mid-December, you're going to be engaging in your team. If you feel like you are in search of a team, there is a team coming in which you're going to be very appreciated in this team. You bring a lot of necessary skills and knowledge to this team that's really necessary for this team to be functional here. It's kind of like you're the missing leg on the table that is much needed to give the table its proper structure and for the table to actually be functional here. And there's going to be a lot of learning taking place in this team. You're going to be learning a lot from these other people. They're also going to be learning from you. And whatever you're engaged with, there is a certain level of spiritual sustenance here, as we have 2 Eucharists on this cathedral art here. And you're really going to be able to implement your skills of manifestation in this team here. And then we have the Knight of Wands. So things are in mid to end December, moving at a pretty good clip here. There is some speed in which these things are taking place here. And whatever this team allows for you to do, you're taking inspired action towards those things, and you're riding towards what you feel like is this new adventure here for you. We have the World card. So there has been a successful completion of a cycle in December. Perhaps in November, you're kind of closing the chapter on one thing. And of course, when one chapter closes, even if it is a hard chapter to close, it does mean the beginning of a new chapter. So mid-December, towards the end of December, you definitely find yourself in this new chapter kind of energy, and you're integrating all the things that you've learned thus far. But wherever you're moving, there are a lot of possibilities for you. And it does appear you're feeling this certain level of fulfillment in whatever you're engaged with. You feel accomplished in whatever you're doing here. And we have the Queen of Cups here. So you are utilizing your intuition a little bit more. You're definitely feeling in the flow with this team, with this new adventure before you. But you're also feeling this emotional balance with this. Whereas in the past, whatever this last chapter was for you was kind of a rough chapter, and you're feeling more emotionally balanced moving forward. And again, you're in the flow here. And on the Queen of Cups, a lot of times it is hard to differentiate where the water ends and her cape begins. So this person is really wearing their emotions, as water in the tarot represents emotion. So you are definitely wearing your emotions, but in this emotionally balanced kind of way. And you're really moving forward with a lot of love and compassion, as this is the largest cup in the deck, and it's a divine cup of love and compassion. There is this sense, though, whatever took place in the past has caused you to put a lid on this cup to a certain extent. You're not going to open this cup up for just anyone. So you're being reserved with who receives preferential treatment from you as far as love and compassion goes, or just who you allow into your energy at this time. And at the bottom, we have the King of Wands. So the King of Wands definitely comes with this leadership type of energy, this born leader kind of energy. And I feel like you're kind of a leadership role in this team, but everyone in the team plays the role of a leader. So, but definitely with that, whatever your skill set is, whatever your talents are, the other people on the team definitely see you the leader in your lane. And you're definitely moving forward with this visionary energy. And because of the way you're kind of navigating this and kind of moving from the past and right into the future, people are really honoring that about you. So you're definitely getting high marks in other people's eyes because of that, because of the way that you're moving forward with such grace. All right. Let's get a little bit more information. Here, let's scoot this. This is the Scrying Eye Oracle deck. We will get 3 cards and a bottom card from the top split, and then we'll do the same with the bottom split. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Virgo's soul path for mid-December to the end of December 2022. 3 cards, please. All right, we have messages, devastation, let's see, and the full moon mountains. And at the bottom, we have the card entitled Conspiring. So we have messages here, and this does appear to be some astral being on their cell phone, their telephone here. So you and I would say do expect messages to come in, some level of communication. It does appear that you're receiving some spiritual messages as you move forward, and this is allowing you to move forward with this grace, because you do know that the divine, the spirit, the ancestors, whatever your path is, however you, whatever verbiage you use for that type of energy, they do have your back in this movement forward here. There may be some news that comes in that is a little bit surprising to you, as the next card is devastation. This may speak to online interactions, as this person has their phone, or online business, friendship, relationship type of thing. And then we have devastation. Now, this doesn't feel like a future devastation. This is, and because it lands underneath this world card, what has come to this successful completion is this chapter of devastation here. And it's almost like if you look at the way a trilogy is set up, you have the beginning one, and then the middle one has a lot of antagonistic energy. And I feel like it's that it's that second episode that you are having this successful completion. You're on to the third episode of this, which is usually the episode of redemption here. But this is speaking of this past energy, and you kind of find yourself, even though the chapter is done, you're in this aftermath of this devastation. There's a certain level of ruin, but you have in the past experienced a major loss here with this devastation, and definitely things were looking rather grim for you, and there was like this cloud kind of hanging over your energy to a certain extent. But again, that chapter is over. But you may be receiving some messages from the people involved in this devastation to a certain extent. And then we have conspiring. So these people or this person, this situation may be trying to get back into your energy at this time. But there was definitely some shocking events that took place that you're still kind of overcoming and getting over. But you've definitely been dealing with some sadness, and so my heart definitely goes out to you at this time. And we have the full moon mountains. So there are some things that have been hidden from your view that remained in the shadow, and I feel like it has to do with this devastation. This is in part what you're getting, this communication about these things that were hidden in the shadow. But intuitively, you kind of already knew about these things. If you search yourself, I feel like you did subconsciously know that this was the case. But you are releasing the past and moving into this new environment. This can also speak of dreams, so do keep a dream journal or a meditation journal. Journaling in general is good when you're in these moments of reflecting back, because you are moving to this into this energy of achievement. Even if you have not actually received this achievement yet in your energy, it's like you kind of already feel as you move forward that this is what you're headed towards. Because you've really overcome a lot of hurdles to get to this position here. And the odds are in your favor. But there are still some things that you must overcome as you move forward here. And then we have the full moon here. So do pay attention to the planets, the transits, the moon cycles, as this can help give you a good idea about the timing of things. And you can also utilize these planetary energies and moon cycles to your benefit as you move forward. And at the bottom, we have conspiring. I don't know if that's in the shot. So these people or person, it's hard to, there's a couple different things. So there's different energies. So it's going to be a little different for everybody, but there is people or a person are definitely coming in from the past with some communication. But, and this is kind of coming as a warning, which I generally try to stray from the warnings because that makes it a little bit more of a specific reading for a certain person. But these people are coming in with communication with ill intent towards you. There's definitely a secret plan in play. You may have felt with these people in particular that there was gossip going on around you. You may not have even heard it, but you kind of felt like, oh, these people are kind of spreading my business. But do know that this person with a secret plan, this is not just a plan, but a plot here. So there may be also other people involved, maybe what once was a mutual friend group, and the friend group has split when you and this person have parted ways. But there's definitely something underhanded going on. You can call this the frenemies, people who appear to be friends but are actually not. So this definitely has some devious scamming, scheming type of energy, kind of tricky, kind of sneaky, behind your back type of energy here. So do be mindful when you receive this communication from the past or about the past that things are not all they appear to be. And so do be mindful of that. And it does appear that you're moving to someplace really great, and not everybody can go with you on the journey. And especially if they're gonna like act like this, these people actually don't deserve to be in your energy. So I'm just putting that out there for you. All right. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Virgo's soul path for mid-December to the end of December 2022. Thank you. Moonlit escape. One more, please. Okay, one more, please. No, not 5. One more, please. No, again, not 5. One more. Can we just get one, please? And thank you. Thank you. All right. All right. We have bright, creative union, moonlit escape, crystal clear angel, and the owl. So, bright, creative union here. So, this is kind of the utilization of your skills and your creativity to heal. I feel like that's really your objective, and I feel like this is kind of what this team gives you an opportunity to do. And really, with this creative energy, not only are you going to be healing others to one degree or another, but you're also going to enrich their life, providing them with the atmosphere of love and truth, openness. And again, this is a team effort in doing this. And by expressing yourself in this way, you're actually bringing yourself more harmony, coming into more alignment with your purpose, creating the proper environment so that you can manifest in a clear and direct way with this team here. This can also speak of celebration, and the way this world card is, I really feel like you are having this internal celebration about this feeling of achievement moving forward. But whatever this is, you're definitely presenting it in a public forum. So this may be online for you. This may be in a workshop type of scenario, something like that. But you're definitely divinely guided to do this work here. We have moonlit escape. So again, this has some sneaky trickery energy here. This person is sneaking away here. So there is some shadiness about this communication that's coming in for you. And I feel like this might be you trying to sneak away from these people's energy here, because you're seeking freedom from the past. You're not wanting to be bound to this person or situation anymore. So you are trying to get out of there. There's something about the timing of this communication that definitely throws a wrench in your energy. I don't feel like it actually affects anything physically, but it definitely throws a wrench in your energy. And the reason why the Spirit is putting this out here is so that you can know this ahead of time, so when it does come, you can recalibrate quickly. Because it does appear that this is something that you're going to have to maneuver around with some speed and accuracy here. But there's definitely some hidden motives taking place here. And some secrets. Now, this person may actually hold some of your secrets, and so this is kind of a tricky spot for you, because you don't want these people to reveal your secrets. So you're definitely moving strategically. And then we have the crystal clear angel here. So you do have protection on this and in this, but the Spirit really wants you to know that this energy is coming in the mid to the end of December, and is gonna be is gonna stir the pot a little bit. You're not gonna feel great about this communication, unfortunately. But we have the crystal clear angel, excuse me. So this is kind of part of your spirit team to one degree or another, coming in and clearing away any impurities or debris. Inner debris is kind of being flushed out with this. Because you're really meant to shine here in all of your true colors. And when this the crystal of your heart is kind of wiped clean, then it can reflect or refract all of the spectrum of light that you possess here. But there is an indication that the spirit is redirecting you away from the past. And again, that's why you're receiving this message, is so that you can recalibrate and redirect quickly. You don't want to get bogged into this or sucked into whatever scheme that these people from the past have in store, because it is not pleasant. And this is really redirecting you towards this path that's in front of you, and reminding you not to look back, but to continue forward on your path. Because on your path, there's a lot of opportunities and options that are going to be available for you. But you are receiving some spiritual guidance, and you're going through this process of spiritual growth. All right. And I do apologize if this camera keeps wobbling. I don't know why it's doing that. And here we have the owl. Here. So you are getting the ability to see and navigate through the darkness, through the shadows, because these people are definitely coming with some low vibrational energy. You could see it as dark energies, but you're being able to see through this. And at some point in this, it will be somewhat laughable. But I would definitely say keep a record of this, because this may involve your finances or some legal matters to one degree or another. But you are coming with a lot of intuitive energy. And because of your past, you definitely hold a certain level of wisdom. And if you don't think that you do, you actually do. And this is part of this new perception that you're receiving, and it is about yourself, that you're actually more powerful and more wise than you give yourself credit for. You're definitely utilizing this power of being an independent thinker. You're not really relying on anybody else for this, and you're kind of at this point to where, like, okay, if these people are gossiping about me, if this person shares my secrets, like, who cares? You're being authentic and letting your true colors shine, and that includes some of those secrets. Now the owl is definitely kind of a fierce animal when it wants to be, and you are putting up these type of firm boundaries around yourself, and you're seeing things from multiple perspectives here, because you have your own perspective. You can kind of see what this person is doing. You may also have in your friend group someone who you can kind of bounce ideas off of, that will give you yet another perspective on how to deal with this. Because this is definitely something that has to be dealt with to a certain extent. You can't, you could do whatever you want to, but the Spirit is saying you can't turn a blind eye to what these people are doing. So definitely keep a record, record it in some form or fashion, because that will definitely come in handy down the road. Please give us 2 or 3 cards for what is on Virgo's soul path for mid-December to the end of December 2022. Thank you. Witness of beauty. Open center. So witness beauty here. With this creative, bright creative union and in this team, you're definitely realizing and witnessing the beauty and the potential that this team definitely has to offer. Not only you, it's definitely enriching you, but the benefit that it will be to others, and this beauty that you see kind of emerge from those that you share this with is really going to feel very good to you. It's almost like you're hitting this mark that may have felt like it was not coming as fast as you wanted to. An open center. So you are receiving these spiritual messages and right to your heart space here. So in the past, this devastation has definitely kind of caused you to close your heart or protect the heart. You're putting up guards around the heart. Especially with this past situation, you definitely have guards up around your heart. But with this type of energy, the fact that you're seeing through the darkness, you really have your wearing your emotions, as it were. You are, despite this energy, moving forward with this open-heartedness. And this is what the divine is kind of asking of you. Because when we have this closed heart energy, we're not in a receptive mode. So that means not receptive to other people, but also not receptive to the divine, or the spirit, however you word that. So the spirit is really asking you to cultivate this open-hearted energy. This is actually going to help this team out, and this open-hearted energy is going to help you deal with this past situation, because it would seem counterintuitive, but to have an open heart is the most powerful stance that someone could have. A lot of times we think if we protect this innermost heart, that this is a powerful stance, but it actually, when we contract, we close off to a lot of energy that's available to us. And when we're open, when our heart is open, people have to engage with us in a different way. They can't actually engage, say, in this old way with this open heart. You actually are moving through the world with this different energy when your heart is open, and it is much more powerful than having our heart closed. Now, I know that's easier said than done, but it does appear that is what the divine is asking of you, and you are heeding this message and doing just that. All right. Please give us 2 or 3 cards for what is Virgo's inner climate like, inner landscape like on their soul path for mid-December to the end of December 2022. 2 or 3 cards, please. Two or three cards, please, for our Virgos. Okay, 2 or 3 cards, please. Oh. Thank you. Orange blossom jellyfish. Okay, we'll take them because that was extra. Now come on now. Got some down here as well. Oh, there's a lot down here. Okay. You really got me with that, huh? We'll lay them out and then we'll condense. Oh my gosh. All right. So you have a lot going on internally here. So the orange blossom jellyfish, transparency. So like I said, letting these true colors really shine and not really caring if these people are sharing your secrets or gossiping about you because I feel like this might be a new part of the new chapter where you're like, I'm just going to be completely transparent and completely myself. Sensitivity. So there is definitely this communication brings up some sensitivity of the past. And wearing your emotions, you're definitely feeling sensitive. It's like you're still in the aftermath stage of whatever this last chapter was for you on surrender. So you are surrendering to the flow and to where the divine is guiding you, and you're getting illumination. You're able to see through the darkness, and we have 2 owls here, I just noticed. So you are receiving this inner illumination. And in part, this comes from having this open heart. And then we have the orangutan, so laughter. In this team, now it's not all dark. This team is bringing a lot of positive energy into your sphere where you're going to be experiencing a lot of laughter. And this is a baby orangutan, so this is speaking to letting your inner child out to play. Not only out to play, but just let it out. Let it out. This is actually you. And when we compartmentalize ourselves, we fragment ourselves out into like, well, this is the adult me, this is the child me. But to actually integrate these things and bring this child out of the shadows and recognize that this is you. This is still you. This isn't this past you. This is still you. Curiosity. So you're definitely curious about this team and what is in store for you in this next chapter. Patience. So you are moving at a pretty good clip, but now it says patience, but I'm getting the word hesitation in there. So there is some hesitation in moving forward, and I feel like it has to do with this past situation. And the Spirit is wanting you to know that not all situations are going to be like this past one, and what the divine has in store for you is not like this past one. And then play. So play, enjoy yourself. Again, with this inner child, and I feel like you are being free and spontaneous, even though there is this hesitation. And it's not very clear exactly what the hesitation is about, but this past situation has a lot to do with it. Then we have salmon. So you kind of are in your faith right now. You're having the faith in the divine, but also you're finding this new faith in yourself, this new belief in yourself, and then determination. So it is this faith that's creating this new level of determination. Now, I feel like in the past you've been very determined to accomplish what you want to accomplish, but it's like it kind of kicks into high gear when you cut these cords from the past. independence. So you may have felt kind of bound in the past, or stuck is is the word that's is being illuminated for me. But you're finding more independence as you move forward, and independent from this past energy and change. So this is a change for you, and this chapter is kind of the change of the past is done, and now you're on to this new change, which these people from the past cannot come along with you. We have giant panda. So this innocence, I feel like whatever took place in the past, you are. I wanted to say you're innocent in this, but there is something that's to each their own. I'll leave it at that. But moving forward, you're definitely moving forward with this open-hearted, innocent energy and this gentleness. You're really like this lightness of being. Because whatever this was, cut pretty deep. Whatever this devastation of the past, and this is really causing you to move a little bit more gently in the world, in harmony. Like, where was it? Coming into more harmony with this creative union and this creative expression, and really finding more balance emotionally, financially, finding more balance with just being your true, authentic self. We have the lizard, so dreaming. Do keep a dream journal. These are going to be important. Sight. This owl definitely comes with this spiritual sight that you're receiving. Knowledge. So again, like I said, you're starting to realize that you're a lot more powerful and wise than you once thought. Then we have hidden gifts. So this team is really going to draw out these hidden gifts and this knowledge that you are wiser than you give yourself credit for. And a lot of times when we have this closed-hearted energy, it's hard to see these things because, one, we are contracted. But the closed-heartedness also comes with a cynical outlook on others here. And so it's like this closed heart is one, actually not serving you, but you're also closing in all these gifts of the heart also, which it appears you're sharing with the world, and it is actually quite beneficial to those that receive it. We have the lion. So power, like you are a lot more powerful than you give yourself credit to. And this is what you're realizing. Loyalty. Now, I feel like in the past you were almost loyal to a fault here. So you're recalibrating your idea of loyalty and leadership. So you are definitely coming into this leadership energy and family. So I feel like family is very important to you, and a lot of times your close friends for you are an extension of your family, and so you're really drawing these people close to you at this time in this like kind of community vibe. Then we have the wild horse, so freedom again, finding more freedom as you move forward, and again with the sensitivity. So there are going to be some things that definitely poke at your sensitivities. You may feel a little triggered by this communication coming in. And spirit. So this is the spirit's way of saying that when you get this communication in this, your stomach kind of drops, or you get that like taste in your mouth, and the back of your throat feels like, that the spirit is there with you, and it's going to help you navigate this with grace here. And here we have another owl. So again, with your ability to see through the darkness. And this is the masked owl. Receiving these insights, these spiritual insights. And I feel like about a couple things. This past situation, but also about this new creative team that you're involved with. And the wisdom again. It's like your wisdom is under lock and key, and the key is the belief that you are wiser than you think you are. Foresight. So again, you kind of know that this person or people are not really on the up and up. You intuitively know that. You may also be receiving some messages in your dreams about the future here. And here we have another moon. So we have 3 moons on the table. So do pay attention to the planets, the transits, the moon cycles, as this will definitely be of your benefit. And then we have messenger here. So we have messages and messenger. So this may be on Facebook Messenger, I don't know. But you're definitely receiving these messages, one from these turkeys. I don't know if I can say that. Sorry, Crosswatcher Turkey. But also receiving messages from the spirit here. So do keep an eye out for these spiritual messages, because I feel like they're going to come in a lot of different forms, in your dreams, in your meditation, while you're walking. A leaf falls and it lands just so, or you find a feather. Now those are very specific, but things like that. You may see your name, your first name written somewhere, or it's on like a billboard somewhere, and this is a reminder from the spirit and part of these spirit messages that are coming in. All right. Please give us 3 cards, just 3. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Virgo's soul path for mid-December to the end of December 2022. Thank you. One more, please. All right. So we have Boo, Pigs and Fish Surround You, and Trip. So this Boo card, again, this communication is going to be kind of shocking a little bit. And because these people were once close and they hold your secrets with the Boo, this is a little, for lack of a better word, scary. This is definitely this like kind of, now this person's hat is being blown off, but this kind of like stomach drop is what I'm feeling, of like, oh no. They're gonna tell everybody my secret. Now everybody has secrets, so you shouldn't feel bad about having a secret. But so the spirit again is putting this here to let you know that this is kind of what's coming down the pipe for you, so that you can navigate this and recalibrate quickly. But when this communication comes in, you're definitely going to feel this sentiment of pigs and fish surround you. So pigs and fish are very stinky and pretty unsavory in a lot of a lot of different ways. But you're going to kind of feel, especially when you realize that there is some gossip around this, and some people that at one time you considered friends are also involved in whatever this is. You're going to throw your hands up and be like, oh my gosh, I'm surrounded by these, what metaphorically, pigs and fish, this stink, this stinky energy, this unsavory kind of energy. And then we have trip, and we have some again moons, planets. So do pay attention to the moon cycles, the planets, the transits, as this can really help you out to in the timing of things, and also utilizing these energies. You can definitely utilize these energies, and it might require some research on your part. But you're kind of realizing that, like, with this new chapter beginning, the old chapter old, that, like, this is just part of your journey. This is part of your trip in this life. And that almost to say to yourself, like, thank God this was temporary. And now you have learned some really necessary things about these people, and perhaps they're saying this style of person. You've definitely learned that slick talker. I don't know why slick talker is coming in, but you've learned something about this slick talker. Because this past person definitely has this smoozing kind of energy. That's very charming, but it's not real. It's manipulative in its nature. All right, please give us 2 cards for what is on Virgo's soul path for mid-December to the end of December 2022. 2 cards, please. All right, we'll take them. All right. So we have the Knight, the Gift, Balance, and the Serpent. So again, we have multiple cards depicting a nightscape. So I would say do expect this message in the evening time. I know that sounds a little mundane, but do expect this. And when things seem dark, it's like when you're out in the night, under the night sky. Initially, until your eyes adjust, the sky just looks dark. But as your eyes adjust, you begin to notice all the stars, until that is what you notice when you look up at the sky, is the stars and not the darkness. And this is, metaphorically, this is kind of what's taking place in the second half, as you're beginning to notice this silver lining here. And then we have the gift. So you're definitely coming strong with your gifts and your talents in this team. I feel like you're really highly prized in this team. You're unreplaceable in this team. And balance. So there is an element of balancing your emotions, and I feel like you do get that a little bit. The Queen of Cups is very emotionally balanced. But this is speaking about balancing your emotions when this comes in, balancing your energy for the sake of this creative team project. And with this integration of this inner child, which I feel like has been trying to emerge here, but because there's this fragmented energy of like there's me and then there's my inner child, there's a necessity to bring balance and merge this inner child into your current state, because this inner child is actually you. It's not separate, but there is this belief that like, okay, now it's inner child time. But the inner child is always present. So allow this inner child to really come out, and you can find this balance between the aspects of the inner child, aspects of adulting, and balance and merge these into this one new thing here. And then we have the serpent. So there is definitely a snake in the grass for you, unfortunately. Now, I never like to give a reading like this because everything is kind of stemming back to this, but the Spirit is really wanting you to know that this person or people is definitely coming in with some snaky energy, and to really be mindful of that and not to let these people back into your world because they want back in. They feel excluded. So they definitely want back in, but don't let them back in, is what's the Spirit saying. All right, please give us 3 cards for a final message. What would you like to leave Virgos with for what is on their soul path for mid-December to the end of December 2022? 3 cards, please, for a final parting message for our Virgos. One more, please. Thank you. And the King of Cups. So I also just have to add that we have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. They're also facing one another here. So there is definitely somebody, and it could be in part this this team, where you're definitely seeing eye to eye with a either a counterpart, a contemporary in your field of expertise. But and then at the bottom we have the 10 of Swords. So we have the 2 of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, King of Cups, and again at the bottom we have the 10 of Swords. So you are getting this nudge to recalibrate and reprioritize things in your energy here. And you are moving from this rocky ocean of the past here and finding this footing on solid ground. And you're adapting. You are adapting to this new landscape. You're adapting to these new developments, if you will. And there's definitely something you have to make a decision on, and it does feel like how you handle this past situation, because there is a part of you that really wants to start again with this person or this situation, I feel like. And of course, we all have our own choices to make in our life here. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles. So you're kind of looking at things in a rational, practical kind of way, and you're like, this doesn't actually make sense to reconnect with this person, especially when you see like the level of deviousness that this person is going to either ruffle your feathers or destroy your progress altogether. Because this person is actually engaging others in this conspiring energy. This is toxic. Whatever this person is doing, they are coming from a toxic energy and a low vibration. And then we have the King of Cups here. So in doing so, you are really engaging with these people in a very diplomatic way. It really is, you're handling this in a business kind of way, this kind of diplomatic energy. And you're just saying, this just really doesn't work for me. Go ahead and share my secrets. Like, and I kind of feel like whatever they have to say to you, you're kind of handing it right back. You're kind of there's definitely some other words that came to mind, but you're handing them theirs as, and so this person is kind of shocked also by your response to them, because they thought that they had you, and you're kind of like, well, you don't. And in doing so, you're really showing yourself a lot of compassion, because you're not bending for this person. You're really engaging in whatever spiritual path that you're on. You're engaging in this spirituality, if I can use that word. And this is really giving you this inner strength that this person really did not expect. And they also did not expect for you to engage with them in such an emotionally balanced way. They thought they would really rock you off your square, which I feel like they do a little bit, but you're not letting them see that, and so their power is diminished from that. And with the Ten of Swords, there's definitely this this communication kind of marks this last straw, and almost like this last sword to the back, and you're like, forget it. This is dead. This is done. Bless. He's got the bless hands on here. But this also marks this end of this old chapter, but this beginning of this new. With every death, there's a rebirth here, and so you are in this state of rebirth. And we have the Four of Cups here. So after this communication comes in, you're in this team, and you're feeling this achievement, and you're feeling pretty fulfilled, and you're kind of looking at what you have, and you're like, oh, this is great, but I really wish I had this special cup. And these cups represent emotion, this special emotion. And I'm getting a couple things, so I'll let you decide what that special emotion is. But the divine is trying to present you with this special cup here, but you're really focused on like, oh, I only have these. I wish I had that one more. And when you stop focusing on what you don't have and you focus on the divine, you realize that the divine has been trying to hand you this cup for some time, and you gladly take this cup. And here we have the Queen of Wands. Again, the Queen is facing the King here. But you are finding this balance between your light and your dark, this adulting self and this inner child, this emotional balance, and you're kind of saying like, I want what I want, and I'm not going to settle for this kind of stuff anymore. I'm not. Oh, I didn't even notice, but there it is underneath. I want what I want. I'm not going to settle for anything less. And you shouldn't have to settle for anything less. So you're really moving forward with a lot of determination. But again, this king and queen are facing one another. So now I hesitate to say there's a romantic connection, but we have two pairs of counterparts seeing eye to eye here. So that may be for some of you. I just saw it. Okay. I try not to see the card underneath the card. So again, we have the Three of Pentacles. So this team is really playing an important role in your progress forward. And really, it's like legs of a table can rely on the other legs of the table to offer support. It's not just one leg supporting the table. And so this is kind of how you feel about this team as you move forward, is you can kind of rely on these people, and not in a needy way, but these people have your back. They are your support team in a lot of ways, and you're part of theirs. Now, I'm not saying that's what this team is all about, but this is the makings of this kind of great team. So this team is really playing an important role in offering you this sun energy. And again, I just saw what was underneath there, so I have to take it. And I really try not to see the cards that's underneath the one that I'm reading. But sometimes it plays like that. So this team and moving forward is really bringing you a lot of success and feeling very vital. Again, we have this child with his heart open, this inner child, if you will. Now, we have to, you can do whatever you want, but there is this pull to take this inner child and make it this outer manifestation of yourself with this open-hearted, this lightness of energy, basking in the warmth of the divine, and really moving forward with this fun energy, this positivity and warmth here. Now, this card can also speak of marriage or a committed relationship here, and so that may play out for some of you. But being in this team and starting this new chapter really offers you a lot of enlightenment moving forward. And I have to get it because I saw it, and I'm going to really try really hard not to see what's underneath there. Okay, I don't know what it is. All right. And so we have the 10 of Cups. So it's like your 10 of Swords turns into this 10 of Cups, where all your cups of emotion are full. And again, this is like this celebratory energy. And this kind of like blissful exuberance of where you're headed and what you're engaged with. And this also speaks of divine love. So for some of you, that is on the table. But definitely this blissful kind of energy, which is not, this is going to be the most unexpected coming through. Now, this is this desire of your heart, but this is definitely, this bliss is definitely coming for you. And this does kind of feel like more towards the end of December that this kind of reaches this peak here. And this is kind of this peak experience, if you will, this peak moment. And it's like when this hits, everything kind of changes. And I am very curious to see what your January reading is going to be like, because this is all setting you up for January. And this is, you could almost see this as the first card for your new year here. So we'll go ahead and leave this reading here. I'll try very hard not to see the card underneath it. There we go. All right. So Virgos, I want to send you a lot of love and encouragement for the second half of December. Dealing with this type of energy is never easy, and it always holds some level of pain and things like this to deal with these low vibrational energies. But you do have protection, and the Spirit is telling you this now. And there's these full moons, so it's telling you this now so that you can navigate this with grace. But outside of this, it does look really good moving forward, but the Spirit is really highlighting the fact that this is going to take place here. So if any of this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, as it is really most appreciated. And I appreciate all of you for tuning in, listening, and watching. It really does mean so much. And again, Virgos, I'll catch you on the next go-round. Peace.